Capricorn, welcome. Today we're going to do a reading for money, finances, and this is going to be good for a month or two, all right? Just however long feels right to you. And please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? So let's get some oracle cards from the Wisdom of Oracle, see what we have. Here it's saying that you have an unfinished symphony. So there's something that you need to complete, all right? It looks like you've already started it and you need to finish it. And as soon as you finish it, see it's a number 1, then you're done. Here you have yin, which is the feminine energy. It's one of sitting back and receiving. All right, let's get another card. No place like home. And that could easily be a yin energy as well, but it does not have to be. All right, now one more. Message in a bottle. So it looks like there's something you need to finish, and that it could be during this time or afterwards. Either way, that it's a good idea to go into more of the receiving energy instead of, the masculine energy where you're charging forward. Let things come to you. No place like home. And this could be literally your home, but it could also be what's going on within you. And then you have message in a bottle. And so you need to be open to receiving, messages, synchronicities, because it looks like there are going to be some coming in and you want to be able to pick up on those. Some of them are very obvious, some of them not so much. Now at the bottom of the deck, you have a fork in the road. Just thought I'd show you that. So there could be a fork in the road for you, which would make sense, because here you need to finish something up. And when you do, well, then it's on to the next thing, right? And what might that be? So yeah, no place like home. Yin energy. It could very well be there's something that concerns home, and that could be family, anything to do with your home that needs something finished. And you're going to get the signs. But now it does not have to be that, but it's lending itself well to it. But there's definitely your first card out, something you need to finish up. Okay, let's get your overall energy. And if you look at the numbers here, you have a 10, which makes a 1. You have a 2. You have a 5. And you have a 1 and a 5. So you might keep your eyes open for 1s and 5s. Okay, that might mean something to you. Or that might be one of the synchronicities. Okay, here you go. Your overall energy is where you are dropping something. You're leaving it behind to go for what it is that you want. And this can have some emotional turmoil with it, or upset. It does not have to. It could just be purely relief. And if you have an unfinished symphony, something you need to get done, it might very well be just relief. Because oftentimes when you see unfinished symphony, it could be something that, needs to be finished, but it's not something you really want to do. It's one of those, I'll get to it. I really will. But if you notice, there's an egg, right? So when you finish up the symphony, something really good is going to happen. It's going to come from that egg. Okay. Oops. Here you have the King of Swords, which wanted to jump right out. The King of Swords bases all his decisions on what he knows to be truth. And he uses his wisdom So it is time to put that into action. And look what you have here, walking away. And if you take a look at this person and this person, they look quite similar. This person feels like, you know, they've done all they can. So maybe that's what you're feeling like, you've done all you can with something. It's time to leave and go for your sunrise, which is your happiness. It's where you want to be. And the same can be said for here in the traditional deck. There is a sunrise. And what you do is you get up, shake off those swords, and you go to your sunrise. So you have two very similar messages. Now this one doesn't say that there could be challenging emotions, where this one does say that. But it doesn't say there has to be, right? This is dropping all the burdens, and this is going on. Both of them are going to your sunrise, your happiness. Okay, let's get another card. Two of Swords. You remember at the bottom of the deck, from the oracles, from Wisdom of the Oracle, you had fork in the road. Which way do you want to go? Same for this. And if you'll notice, you have on a blindfold, so it's really where you need to go in and use your intuition, which is like the heart-based, spirit-based type energy. Here you have the more logical-based. So it's saying use both. Use both the logic and what you know is true and your intuition in your heart to make the decision on what you need to do. Okay? Oh, and look at the bottom of the deck here. You have the Ten of Wands. Here it's dropping the burdens and potentially having to deal with some challenging emotions. Here it's dropping the burdens and going on. Huge message here. Yeah, it's time for you to let it go. Maybe the unfinished symphony is letting it go. Maybe you're hanging on to something that it's, you know, dead, done, and over with. And here you have the Page of Cups. This is talking about you being ready to start something new, something that you love. And being a Page of Cups energy, there's intuition here and love, right? It's almost a dreamy kind of energy, which to me would really fit in with the Yang energy. So there's something that you want to go for that you really do love. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is you taking action. And Pentacles is about money, finances, potentially home. It's about you taking action slowly, methodically, you know, not in a hurry. It's more important to be accurate than it is to, you know, hurry up and get something done. Okay, so using your truth, your logical side, your spiritual side, ready to get something started that you love, and being methodical and doing it in a way that is going to cover all your bases. This unfinished symphony, normally I feel like it is an energy of, you know, there's something you need to complete. An example would be you're making a quilt and you're just tired of working on that quilt, but you know you gotta finish it. So that's typically the way I see it. But what I'm beginning to see here, and it's probably because of the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups, is that the unfinished symphony might very well be you're just not stopping whatever it is, not dropping it to begin what it is you really want. And it could easily have something to do with home. These two energies, I feel, are linked. It doesn't have to be. I mean, you know, stay at home. That could be being self-employed. It doesn't have to, but it certainly can. And here, remember, keep your eyes open for the synchronicities, because they're going to be coming in. And even right here, you know, you have the 1, the 2, which, you know, that's the only one of that, but you have a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5. Okay, let's get a little bit more. And see what we have. One more. And so this reading is definite. It's a reading of it is time to stop something and start something new. Victory. Okay? By you using your logical side, your wisdom, your truth, and stopping this, you're going to be victorious. And the more I see, the more I do think, which is a first, by the way, that this is not an actual project, that it might be something that you have been doing and needed to stop a while ago. Okay, and it might take a tower to get you to do that. And here, it's coming under the yin, and towers really don't go with that very well. So it might be something that you're kind of, I don't know, struggling against. You know, you don't really want to do this thing. I mean, you want to go forward, but you don't want to have to go through the process of stopping this for whatever reason. So it might take a tower. Either you change it or a tower will probably come in and help you with that. And do remember, though, when you finish this symphony, whatever it may be, if it's a quilt, if it's a long overdue change, something very good is coming out of that egg. Okay, here you have the Knight of Swords, taking quick action. So, you have a decision you need to make, just like the fork in the road. And here you have two knights, the slowest and the fastest. So maybe it's saying use moderation, or different times call for different action, right? Overall, it could be methodical, be slow and thorough. But there's going to be a time when you need to take quick action. A tower's quick, right? Definitely. And the Knight of Swords is going for their truth, seeing clearly, using their wisdom, taking quick action to accomplish what it is they're setting out to do, which is making this decision. And it's coming out under home. So it could have something to do with the personal side of things, but this is, money and finances, which does include home and family. So it's one of those really, only you're going to know exactly what it is, but somehow home is attached. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Now you have three knights. You have the Knight of Cups. So, two slowest and the fastest. And going forward in your truth, going forward with your heart, and going forward with your stability. Okay? So yeah, I'm just looking at this for a second here. You're taking action. So it's something you love, and you can easily see how that would be attached to home, right? Your truth, what you love, which is going to bring in the money that you feel you need, or the income, the job, self-employment, something to do with home. And at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Two of Cups, which is unconditional love. So what I'm seeing here, a lot of truth and a lot of love means you need to change something. You need to stop something and go forward with something new. And you're going to get some synchronicities to help you know what to do or what this is about. Okay, let's get a little bit more. Definite change. A tower definitely means change. This is change. This is change. All right, here we go. Well, it looks like there's a lot of happiness coming in. And I think it's when you create this change, it's going to bring happiness. Victory and happiness. You have the Empress. Beautiful. So, yin, she would be a yin energy, you know, the feminine side. Walking away from something. And I do really feel strongly that this is about something you've been doing that you need to let go of instead of finishing an actual project. And maybe just by releasing it, you know, because you have the feminine energy here and here. Maybe just releasing it and letting it go. And you kind of get that feeling looking at these two too. You don't see any, you know, forceful action like this. You just see them walking away. And this Empress is, things come to her. You know, she is a powerful energy. Love, happiness, abundance flows into her. Very yin. So that might be how to handle this, is just to peacefully let it go. There is something that you have an unconditional love for. And it could be family, but it could also be what you truly want to do. And look at that. More cups. This is a celebration. You make this decision to let this go. Quick action moving forward. And it has something to do with your home. And this is where everybody is at ease, feeling good, celebrating this change. It's beautiful. Okay. And here, the Ten of Swords. Again, your overall energy and the last card out. So, letting this go is going to allow you to start what it is you love and take action on it. It's kind of, this message to me is pretty clear. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Tower again. So like what I said before, I kind of, you know, feel even more so now that the option is here for you to take the action to make the change. And if you don't, a Tower might very well help you with that. And the feeling I get is that this is a very hard thing to do, not because of anything other than maybe the love that you have for something. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's get more. Here you go. Be playful. Beautiful. And do. We don't do enough of that. Make your dreams real. And one more. The abundant universe will provide. So definitely, yeah, to me this is, it can be yin or yang, but this is a very happy energy, and being able to relax in the knowledge that the universe is going to provide. And also take a look. This is a 51 and the 1s and the 5s, right? 5. Beautiful. So yeah, definite synchronicities. Okay. You have scissors. And this is saying it's time to cut something out that doesn't need to be in your life, that you don't want there. And you have the sewing machine. The reason I'm giggling is because I was using an example of a quilt, right? So this is saying, yeah, maybe reference that example, or you have home here, right? So that could be talking about home. Creating what it is that you want in your life is going to make your dreams become real. And take the time to be playful. So that makes me feel like this has been a challenge. So just let it go. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. Bye.